Welcome back to my vlog. This time, I'm going to be talking about an issue, or at least a debate, that's been going on with cars since cars started. This is vlog number 3, and I'm going to be talking about stock versus modified. Oh boy. Man, it's something that always gets any kind of car person. You got your old muscle car guys who are like, you can't touch that. That's the way it came from the factory. Well, there aren't that many of them. And then you have the ones that are like, if it don't have 500 horsepower at the wheels, you ain't got nothing. And you have variations of those in every other kind of car culture imaginable. Now, when should you modify your car and when should you leave it alone? Ultimately, that's your decision. It's your car. In my personal opinion, there are certain times that are better for each of them. It's better to modify your car if you have something that's not all that rare and it's easy to do. Say, for instance, you have a stock SS Camaro or Mustang GT. There are a lot of those out there. Go ahead and throw some exhaust on it, a supercharger, turbocharger, whatever. It's cool. If you have something that's really rare and unusual, now, I don't know a whole lot of modern cars that are either of those, maybe a Z28 or something, I don't know, 5th gen Z28. But even then, it's still awesome to modify those because they make a ton of power and can make a whole lot more. Whatever. I like to see things left stock. Say, for instance, an old 60s muscle car. A lot of those were modified back in the day because they were common back in the day. Now, not so much. You can go to your local cruise-in or car show and probably see 5 or 6 modified Mustangs and about the same number of modified Camaros. But you probably won't see any, or at least if you do, it won't be very many, stock versions of the same cars. There aren't a whole lot of all-original Z28 Camaros or Mustang GTs out there anymore. There just aren't. A lot of them got raced, trashed, wrecked, and the like. It doesn't really matter to me how you modify your car, as long as it's done well. You can leave it stock, and generally that's done well. Some people would argue they're garbage cars from the factory, and, well, they would be right. But if you want to modify it, go ahead. I may not like it, but again, it's your car. Recently, I've tried to become more open to all kinds of car culture, partially because of making my YouTube show or watching other people's. Before I started branching out and watching, say for instance, that dude in blue, or other people with vastly larger channels than mine, I just didn't care for imports. I didn't like them. Now, I'm still an American car fan, for all it's worth, but imports definitely have their place, and they've grown on me a lot. That doesn't mean I'm going out and buying a Honda anytime soon, but I do respect them now. Part of the reason I didn't expect them before is where I'm from, people that have Hondas that modify them 90% of the time are ricers. Yeah. Sorry for the disjointed nature of this vlog and generally a lot of the things on my channel. While I am an adequate, or at least decent, videographer and editor, I am not very creative and I am not that great of a writer. So I normally hit a wall and just kind of ramble on for a little bit, like I'm doing now, and like I just did. Well, speaking of hitting things, I just hit a bunch of loose gravel on the road I'm on. So, it's a good time to stop this vlog. Thank you for watching, and tune in 2 weeks for the next vlog, or check out next Monday when I post the newest episode of College Cars with the Jeep JK Unlimited. Thanks for watching.